Welcome to the City Show. I'm your host, John Zimkus. Today we're going a little country. You might be able to hear the music behind us here, but we're also at the Lebanon Farmers Market. And we have fresh produce, fresh flowers, and a number of other items here. And I'm with Kelly Klein from the city. And Kelly, this is in some ways your baby, isn't it?
It is. I'm the market manager. Yep.
Okay. Now, how long has we're at the corner of Cherry and Mulberry.
Yes.
How long has it been at this corner?
This is the second year for this location.
Has it worked out okay?
It has. This year we've done a lot of things with the downtown merchants, trying to get them looped in. So they're staying open later. They're having specials on farmers market night. So it's working out great.
Okay. And normally, how many vendors do you have here?
Every week we have between 12 and 15.
Okay. And starting tonight, the Rotary concerts will be beginning right behind me. So for the next 9 to 10 weeks, there's going to be also an incentive to hang around.
Yeah, absolutely. So the farmers market wraps up at 7 and the Rotary concerts start at 7.
Okay. Well, thank you, Kelly. We're going to mosey around and visit some of the places here.
Great.
Okay.
Thank you.
We're now at one of the booths, and it's Kiefer Creek Farms, and Brittany is here to tell us what they're selling.
Yeah, today we have all organically grown produce. So we have farm fresh eggs. We've got everything from cucumbers to squash, garlic scapes. We've got beautiful kale mixes, bok choy, cauliflower, broccoli, few beautiful radishes as well. So yeah.
Now, is it all grown on the farm?
It is. It's all grown from seed as well.
Okay.
So.
Now, how long has the season been producing?
Well, we're in our 5th week here at the market. So We've been about 5 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how long will they continue to produce so you can keep on coming back here?
We'll be here all the way through October. So yeah. And we're going to plan to grow into the winter as well. We have a farm shop off of Hamilton Road where we sell our produce as well.
Okay.
So
now you say you have eggs. How many laying chickens do you have?
we have 150, and just actually today we have another 200 that we're adding to our flock.
Okay.
So
Now, how long have you been here at the farmers market? Is this your first year, or?
this is our 2nd year here at this location, and then we were a year or so at the other one. And
Do you go to other farmer markets in the area?
actually, tomorrow is our first Mason Market on the Mile. So they're doing 4 weeks this summer, or 4 Fridays. And so tomorrow's the first from 4 to 7.
Okay. Well, you do have some delicious looking items here. Now, these are for planting?
Yes, these are also for planting. We have romas, bell peppers, a handful of marigolds, nasturtiums, and some different herbs.
Fantastic.
So, yeah.
You know, how much are your eggs, by the way?
Our eggs are $6 a dozen. We also have half dozens for $4.
Now, they are is the word organic?
Yes, they're
Okay.
not USDA certified, but we do feed them organic feed,
Okay.
and they are out in the grass every day.
What do you
So,
call that? Free range?
free range, pasture
Yes.
range.
Well, they've got a good life.
Yeah, they do.
Okay, okay.
They do.
Well, thank you so much, Brittany.
Thank you.
And
for your
best of
time.
luck on the rest of the season here.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
Have a good one.
We're now at Pekin Apothecary, and we're talking to Carla Dillon. Carla, what do you sell here at your apothecary?
I sell any kind of homemade body care, home care, or wellness product that you would need.
Now, you told me a little bit earlier that you manufacture or you formulate all of this.
I do. I formulate everything that you see here. I don't just pull recipes off the internet. I research, formulate, and produce everything right up the road in my home.
Now, what are some of the items people can buy at the farmers market here?
Well, I have soaps. Normally I have lotions. Those do not do well in the heat, so they're not here today. I have wellness products like muscle balm, magnesium cream, aromatherapy rollers. I have home cleaning products like cleaning soap, room sprays, accessories to go with all of them. So pretty much all the basics you need to live a healthy, clean life.
Now, what makes the items you sell here healthy or different from what you might buy in the store?
They're made with clean, green mainly plant-based products. No toxins, no extra additives or chemicals that can be harmful. Everything here is at least 97% natural.
So if we read the ingredients, we'll recognize the words we're reading.
You will. You'll know all of the words, so I promise that.
Okay. Are there any particular items you're really fond of you'd like to showcase right now?
Honestly, I'm really proud of my magnesium cream. That I worked hard to formulate, and it's become my #1 product. I use chamomile infused sweet almond oil and lavender, and it is awesome for muscle sprains, sleep, restless legs. It's just a really great all-around product.
Now, have you been with the farmers market here long?
This is my second year.
So you've only known this location.
Right.
And,
yes.
How do you like it?
I really love it. I think we've got a great space, a great area. We're close to all the shops, so you can take advantage of everything going on down here.
Well, thank you very much, Carla, and good luck on the Pekin Apothecary.
Thank you.
Our next booth is Sugar Bee Bakery, and I'm talking to Kirsten. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Kirsten, what do you have here on Sugar Bee Bakery?
Today I have decorated sugar cookies. I have s'mores cookie pans, funfetti white chocolate chip cookies, and lemon glaze cookies. But I also can do cake pops, cakes, cupcakes.
Now, do you make it all yourself?
I do. I make everything myself in my house.
Okay. Now, are you local?
I am. I live in Hunter, which is a little bit, maybe like a couple minutes outside of Lebanon. Yeah.
Well, it's not too far. You go through Hunter every time you go to Middletown
Right.
or the hospital down there. Now, show us some of the items you have.
Yeah, so today I have, this is one of my favorite cookies. It's a little Mickey Mouse cookie. They're vanilla sugar cookies with a vanilla almond based icing. They last 2 weeks in heat sealed packages. I can do them for birthdays, baby showers, engagements. I've done wedding cookies before. So those are fun and custom for everybody.
So you take special orders too, then?
I do. I started by doing custom orders, and then I wanted to market and get my business name out there. So then I started doing the farmers market.
Now, how long have you been here at the Lebanon Farmers Market?
I came in about halfway through last summer, and then I just started again. This will be my second year doing it.
Okay, so it's been successful for you.
Yeah, this year especially has been great. We got a lot of marketing out there. We got the word out, and it's been wonderful so far.
Now, if somebody want to get in contact with you for a special event, how would they do that?
Yeah, I have an Instagram a website, and a Facebook page that I kind of do all my social media through. I also have my personal number that I let people message me through, and an email.
So also they can come visit you at the Lebanon Farmers Market.
Yes, very true.
Okay. Well, Kirsten, very nice meeting you, and much success.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
We're now at the booth for discard goods, and I'm talking to Laura. Laura, how did the name Discard Goods become your logo?
Well, I just love sourdough, and discard is what you call the sourdough that you set aside. So it's just called Discard Goods.
So everything you sell has a sourdough base or a sourdough ingredient someplace.
It absolutely does, yes.
What kind of things do you have?
So we have 3 different kinds of loaves, and the ingredients for those are literally just water, flour, and salt when you can use your sourdough starter. And then we usually have 5 different kinds of bagels. Those sell out really quick. We've got croutons, crackers, pretzels, pretzel bites, and cookies, but most of that's sold out right now.
Now, do you bake all of this yourself?
I do. Yes, I do.
Are you local?
I am. I live a few blocks away.
Oh, great.
Mm-hmm.
So do you walk over here or do you drive?
Well, I have to drive to bring everything, but I also sell at the bookstore over there, and so I bring a basket of stuff every few days.
No, that's on further down on Mulberry Street.
Yes, just a block down on Mulberry.
Oh, very good.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what are some of the items, you mentioned the loaves. What else do we have here?
So right now what's left is, I think, some of the crackers, maybe. Yep, so we've got sourdough crackers, and then we've got croutons. And I think that's it other than the bread. We have 5 kinds of bagels usually. But yeah, those are all gone. Those go quickly.
Now, so the farmer's market begins at 4. So if you want the bagels, you got to come at 4.
You have to come before 4:30 if you want any of them. Yes,
Now, is this the only farmer's market you work in?
it is. This is my only one.
Well, it's your neighborhood farmer's market, isn't it?
It is. I like to keep everything close to home.
Okay. Well, thank you so very much, Laura. And bless us six. Well, you're doing well, but more success to you.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. We're now at one of the more unusual booths I've seen so far. This is Take Mushrooms, and they have such a variety of mushrooms you will not believe. Hi, I'm John. What's your name?
I'm Keenan. Good to meet you, John.
Hi, Keenan. Now tell us what you have here.
So we have an assortment of different oysters. We have lion's mane, chestnuts, piopinos, and it's an ever-evolving selection of mushrooms. I'm constantly finding new ones, getting new ones, trying to grow them out. So this is the selection as of right now, but I have lots more on the way.
Why do you call the mushrooms oysters?
Well, these right here are oyster mushrooms. It's a type of mushroom. So these are Italian oysters. We have golden oysters, blue oysters, and then you get into these, which are piopinos, chestnuts, and these lion's mane's a hericium, but this type is called lion's mane. There's bear's head, coral's teeth. There's a variety of different ones that fall under the hericium category.
Now, if someone buys these, do they cook with them, put them in recipes or on salads or what?
Yeah, I would say a lot of the oysters are really good sauteed. They really add to a dish. Some of these, like the chestnuts, are very mild. The lion's mane is a medicinal, so a lot of people like to dehydrate it, and they can put it in their coffee or smoothie and then drink it. It's also really good as a meat substitute. You can definitely cook with it. And that's kind of how I got into this, was the medicinal side, and lion's mane was one of the ones that I started taking along with cordyceps, reishi, maitake, a bunch of them. I used to take an extract, and that kind of opened the door to all of this.
So not only can you get great mushrooms to cook with, but you can get a lesson on mushroom history and all the varieties.
Yeah, you can come on down here and I'll talk to you for hours.
Now, are you local?
Yeah, we live about maybe 10 minutes down the road off of 741, so very local.
Now, do you go to a lot of farmers markets?
Yeah, this summer we have been. We're going to be in Mason. We do Oxford on Saturday, and we're in Middletown every other Sunday.
How long have you been here at the Lebanon's farmers market?
This is our first year at the Lebanon market. So we've been here since, I think it opened up in May. And we've been doing it for about a year and a half now.
Has it proved successful for you?
Yeah. I think every market's different. Some markets I go to, people are very knowledgeable and just really excited. And then other markets, people don't know what they're looking at. And I have to, kind of explain each mushroom and talk about the different tastes and what you can do with them. So it's a lot of fun, though. It definitely feels like a lot of education takes place.
Yes. Well, I tell you, it's an education for me. I've never seen so many different mushrooms to me don't look like mushrooms.
Yes. Yeah. We get a lot of people that think it's pottery. So a lot of people don't even know you can eat them, and they're definitely eye-catching. That's kind of one of the things that I've noticed this summer is in the morning on the weekend markets, I fill this up with mushrooms and it's very eye-catching. But in the summer heat, it's really hard to keep the mushrooms looking good. So I'm constantly putting them in the cooler and it's not as eye-catching. So I'm trying to figure out a way to make a dome with ice underneath it, or something to keep them fresh and people can enjoy the spectacle.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you taking him out of the cooler to show us.
Yeah.
So it's probably about time you put him back.
I would agree.
Okay, best success at Takes Mushrooms.
Yeah, thank you.
We're now at the Misty Acre Farms booth. They're out of Wilmington, and I'm talking to Elizabeth. Elizabeth, what do you sell from Misty Acre Farms?
I sell chicken eggs and duck eggs that are pasture-free and pasture-raised and caged-free.
Okay.
And they roam around about 3 acres.
Now, I must tell you, I've never heard of duck eggs being sold commercially. Is there a market for that?
Yes, especially to bakers. where their baked goods are fluffier. Your cakes, pastas, and cookies, they're a lot fluffier and flavorful.
Now, if I was going to fry a duck egg, would I tell the difference between a chicken egg?
Yes, they are a little more richer and creamier. And their taste is a little bit stronger than what a chicken egg is, but not by much.
Now, how many laying ducks do you have?
I probably have 30 to 40 of them, but with chickens and ducks combined, about 86.
Now, is this the only farmer's market you go to?
No, I also attend the Wilmington Farmers Market on Saturday mornings.
Now, how long have you been here at the Lebanon's market?
This is my first year.
Has it been successful for you?
It has. Most days we sell out.
Okay.
We've already sold out of our chicken eggs earlier today.
And it's only about, 5:30 perhaps, so it's not that late. Are there people here at the Lebanon market who are, unlike me, ignorant of duck eggs?
Yes, they are. They've never tried a duck egg. What does a duck egg look like? Is it any different than a chicken egg? And so I educate them on what a duck egg is.
Now, you have some duck eggs in your hand, correct?
Yes.
And what's the number one difference people realize when they look at a duck egg?
Bigger, the size. And then some of them want the fillet, and you can tell the shell is a lot thicker than a chicken egg. And it's definitely heavier because it is bigger.
Could you do almost everything with a duck egg that you do with a chicken egg?
Yes, you can scramble it, fry it, boil them. So it might take a little bit longer for a boil than a chicken egg. And you don't want to overcook your fry your duck egg. So you sort of keep it on a little bit on the less minutes to fry.
Okay. Well, thank you so very much, Elizabeth. It's been a nice learning lesson for me. And best of luck to Misty Acres Farms.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
We're now at Red Rover Confections, and I'm talking to Sheila. Now, Sheila, the customer you deal with is sort of different from the ones we've seen so far.
Yes.
How's that?
They have 4 legs. So mostly I do homemade dog treats and make pup cakes. So they're very popular, and I'm local here in Lebanon, so I make them special as well for special orders.
Now, you said pup cakes?
Pup cakes, yes.
Okay. Now, what makes your treats different from what you can buy in the store?
They have all natural ingredients. The applesauce is unsweetened, and the peanut butter is all natural, so they're just better for them.
Okay. Now, you say you're from Lebanon.
Yes, sir.
Have you been in the market here, the Lebanon market, before?
No, this is my first year.
Have things been going well for you?
Absolutely, yes, sir.
Okay.
It's been great.
Okay. Now, go through some of the variety of things we can find here.
So I have dog leash holders. I make those. Obviously the dog treats, and I also make crafts, which include car freshies, bookmarks, and keychains and different things. I've been doing that for about 2 years. And wreaths, obviously.
And so the crafts are your creation also?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Now, are there different types of dog treats?
Yes, sir. I have peanut butter and applesauce, and I also have peanut butter and pumpkin.
Oh. Now, is that a fall thing and when pumpkin comes out, or is that year-round?
That's year-round.
Okay, so...
And that's probably the most popular one I have.
Oh, that's good to hear.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And is this the only market you go to?
No, I'm at Apple Fest. I have several shows this year. So every month, I probably have 2 a month, every week, and during the week.
Now, do any four-legged customers come visit you?
Oh, yes. Yes, and I get text messages of pictures and videos of them enjoying the treats, so I post them on my social media.
Oh, that's great. Mm-hmm. Well, thank you so very much, and best of luck to Red Rover Confections.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
We're now at the Rusty Bell Garden booth, and this is an interesting case because it's good for them, but they're pretty much sold out of their number one product. I'm talking to Becky and Emma. Becky, what do you normally sell here?
Normally, we sell fresh cut flower bouquets, we sell pint posy jars, and we sell note cards.
Now, do you grow these flowers?
We do. We grow everything in the vases and the bouquets on our farm.
Okay.
And they're all field grown, so they're not grown in a greenhouse. So everything we have is seasonal.
Now, how many acres do you devote to growing your flowers?
It's about 2 acres.
And the flowers you grow, do they stay with us most of the season? Or, I mean, does your season of what you sell end in June because the flowers aren't growing in July and August?
No, we can grow pretty much from May to October. So as long as the farmers market is running.
And then we've started to grow winter tulips also.
Now, you're local, you say. Whereabouts are you located?
We're on Shaker Road around Otterbein and Armco Park area.
Now, you have other things besides the cut flowers. So if you are sold out on a good day like today, except for these 2 small items, what else can they get at the Rusty Bell?
They have all original watercolor note cards.
And who's the artist?
I am.
Oh, well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, now tell us what kind of gift cards you have here. Show us an example of something.
So we have, this is our newest set, designed from our farm animals. We have our cats and our goose and some of our chickens. And then each packet comes with all 3 designs in it. So, and they're all original. Yeah.
Now, do you do the design and then print it, or each one hand done?
They are printed, yes. So I'll make the original design and then I can make prints off of that.
Well, that saves an awful lot of
Yes,
wear and
so
tear
it would
on
be
you.
really hard. Yeah,
Okay.
otherwise.
Now, when you do design these, are they this size or do you shrink them?
So that set over there is that size. This set was more like an 8x10 and then I shrunk it to fit the card.
Okay, that's great. Now, how long have you been here at the Lebanon market?
We've been here for 2 years. Yes.
So you've only known this location?
Yes.
Okay. Has it worked well for you?
Yes. Yes. There's an excellent variety of people and it's busy all the time. So we're very happy to be here.
Well, does it normally happen like today where the cut flowers are sold out before the market's time is up?
Lately it has, yes. Yep.
Well, that's great. Okay, take my word for it. When we came by here, there were beautiful flowers, and the reason we skipped them at the beginning is because they had customers. So they normally would have been the first booth we went to. I'm telling the truth here. Okay. Well, thank you so much. By the way, why is it the Rusty Bell? Do you have a Rusty Bell on the farm?
We do. We actually have 2. Yeah.
Well, that's good. Okay. Who came up with the name?
My mom did.
Good name. Okay. Well, best of success to you. We're now at Tracy's Cottage Market, and I'm talking to Tracy herself. Tracy, what do you sell here?
So I have herbs that I grow in my garden, I dry in my kitchen, and then fresh baked goods, all kinds of different, I have breads and cookies and a variety of things.
What kind of herbs do you grow?
So basil, parsley, oregano, savory, marjoram, just a whole variety. Every year I try to do something new so I can learn to cook with different things. So I have a pretty good variety. Thyme is another one I grow a lot of. So.
What's the advantage of buying your herbs versus what I can find at Kroger or Walmart?
Well, they smell much better. You can smell the difference.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. That's the difference. Yeah. So it makes your food just taste so much better than if you buy them in the store. So
currently out here, how many different herbs do you have right now?
Well, right now I've got 6 or 7. These are typically the ones that I have. Sometimes I have a few others. It just kind of depends. It just depends on the season and how things grow, and yeah. So.
Now, are you local?
I am. I live here in Lebanon, just outside of town. Yeah.
Is this the only farmers market you go to?
It is. I am a real small business. It's just me. So I've done the farmers market here before when we were over at the other location. Took a couple years off and then back this year. But right now, this is the only one. I have had my things in a couple of the shops downtown before, But right now, this is what I'm doing. Yeah.
Now, you're one of the few people I've talked to who's been to the other location. Do you think this is a superior location?
Ooh, that's a loaded question because people have very strong opinions. I like it because I like being right here in the downtown area with everybody. I see advantages and disadvantages. I think there's a little bit more space over there, but I don't know. I really like it here, so I'm positive for this location.
Well, personally, I find this far more aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah.
Being next to the park and what have you.
It feels more like a farmer's market, and yeah.
Now, what kind of baked goods, what kind of breads do you have?
So my best seller is cinnamon, and it's already sold out today. And I do lemon bread. I do a cottage round. It's a French bread. I'll do muffins. I have a chocolate zucchini muffin that sells really well. So yeah, those are my main ones that I sell.
Now, that you sold out of some, is it best to come here when the market first opens at 4?
Yeah. Yeah. And it's been pretty busy. I mean, everybody's kind of had that experience. So it's been a really good year so far. So yeah, if you want something specific, come at the beginning and you can get what you want. Otherwise, you may not always get it.
Well, thank you so much, Tracy, and best success to Tracy's Cottage Market.
Thank you very much.
Now, this next booth, if you're into locally grown products, you know this name. This is Irons Farm Market. Irons has been around for decades, and some of the best things grown locally is at Irons. And I'm talking to Becky.
Hello, thanks for coming out.
Now, Becky, what do you have here?
Well, today I'm down to only 2 pies left. I've got our famous apple cider cinnamon donuts. We've got South Carolina peaches. We've got fresh blueberries, and then we've got a few of our jams and jellies.
Now, what kind of jams and jellies do you sell?
Oh my goodness, a lot. We do blackberry, cherry, raspberry, strawberry, apple. There's apple jelly, cinnamon apple jelly, peach preserves. There's triple berry, 5 fruits, all different kinds. We also have a strawberry pepper jelly out and cherry pepper jelly as well.
Now, often during the Apple Fest, I would buy the fritters, which you sell.
Yeah, the fritters are an October thing. Those are the very end of September and through October. So you'll get your fix then. But right now we do have our apple cider donuts. That's another one of our famous items.
Now, at the farm, you also sell pies sometimes. Do you ever sell pies here?
Yeah, I am down to only 2 pies left here. Right now we're making, let's see, apple, caramel apple, cherry, and then we've got rhubarb and strawberry rhubarb. Pretty soon we'll start making blueberry and peach pies as well.
Now, you told me almost everything you sell is grown at Irons except the peaches.
Yeah, we do have a peach orchard, but these peaches are from South Carolina. Our peaches usually get ripe towards the end of July and through August, and they're really good. They're good from everywhere, though. So,
Becky, do you know how many acres Irons sets aside for growing crops?
Well, the farm itself is almost 200 acres. We have 12 acres of that is corn maize. About 24 acres of that is usually soybeans to help replenish the soil. And then we have a 14-acre big pumpkin patch. And then there's probably, I'm trying to do math in my head, it's hard. There's probably a good 50 acres of orchards. And then a ton of it is also just the blueberry patch, raspberries, strawberries, all the other fruits and vegetables we have. So.
Now, Irons has been around for years. And, you know, if there's quality stuff at Irons, and there's a great variety right here, and you're not going to go wrong with anything you buy at Irons.
Right, and if you do come back, and I'll handle it. All right.
Okay. Well, Becky, thank you so very much.
You are very welcome. Thank you.
Our next one is Highland Rail Farms, and I'm talking to Steve. And Steve, you're located just about 3 miles north of us.
Yep, that's correct.
Okay. Now, you sell meat.
Yes, sir.
And we're talking locally grown cows and pigs and lambs.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Yep.
So what kind of different types of meat do you sell here?
So we have beef, pork, and lamb, and then we also have chicken at certain times, and then also turkeys as well. So we do. Our family grows a couple hundred head of turkeys every year for Thanksgiving. So, but on a weekly basis, we have beef, pork, and lamb with us.
Now, they're grown on their property? Do you slaughter them yourself?
Nope. No, we have a USDA inspected facility, do all of our slaughter, and everything's vacuum packed, stamped, so it can all be retailed.
Now, are you involved in other farmers markets around the area?
Currently, this is the only one that we do. That way we can kind of focus, our time here and make sure that we can keep our commitment to Lebanon.
Has it been successful for you?
Yes, thus far it's been very, very, very busy for us, and we're really pleased with how things have turned out so far. So
now, how many years have you been doing the market?
So this is our first year at the market. Yep. And my mom did the market a number of years ago when it started initially with baked goods. So we had a little bit of experience. So, but it's been probably at least maybe a 10-year gap or so. So
now, has there been what kind of variety of meats do you have, or preparation meats do you have?
I guess preparation meats.
Well, I noticed the sign here. It says ground sausage, and then patties and ribs.
Okay, so as far as kind of prepared, so we got ground beef, we've got burger patties. They're 4 to a pack, 1/3 pound. We've got beef brats. We do beef bacon as well, which is really popular for us. And then ground sausage, pork brats, and then as far as prepared stuff, that's probably the most common. And then we carry most of your other retail cuts, fillets, New York strips, ribeyes, T-bones, brisket. We do cube steak, fajita meat, stew meat, pretty much almost any cut you can think of. So,
I've never heard of beef bacon. Does it taste different than pork bacon?
It's pretty similar. It has a little more what I call texture to it, a little more elasticity. It doesn't cook up into bits quite like pork bacon does, but it's not like beef jerky, but it's not like pork bacon either. So it's kind of in between. So we actually prefer it on certain dishes over pork bacon.
Well, that sounds fascinating. Well, Steve, I'm looking at your chart here, and you've got everything. So it's really worth your while to come by here and see what you can get locally. And you don't have to worry about it being shipped from miles away. It's only coming down 48 to here.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, don't get much closer than that.
Well, thank you so much, Steve. And don't forget to come and visit the Highland Rail Farms. Take care.
Thank you.
Well, that's it for our tour of the Lebanon Farmers Market. I'm now in Bicentennial Park, right next to the Farmers Market. And in another hour or so, there's going to be one of the Rotary Summer Concerts here. So this is a great location for buying your produce, your dog treats, your eggs, your duck eggs, your flowers. It's all here, your baked goods. And it's a great thing to take advantage of. So take care, and I'll see you around town.